statistically, second in fast break points, fifth in assists, and they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And you mentioned their ability to score in transition. This is a team that loves to get out and run. And one of the things I like, they move the ball up court with the pass as much or more than anybody in the league.
For Sacramento, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And former Coach of the Year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Kicks it to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Off the screen. And he gets it to go.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl Gregg on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Smith dishes to Aldridge. Goes back up. The shot by Pierce will not go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Kings. And of course, Sacramento tied up with them. Some changes for Sacramento. Koufos checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Curry. Now here's Crawford. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Rondo drives in. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Redick. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Well, the Sacramento Kings weren't exactly road toughened last season, but they did have Clark some impressive stints.
Yeah, they were excellent in terms of scoring the ball. No problem at all putting up points. Their road defense was a different story.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Koufos. Bellinelli comes in for Caspi, and Curry subbed in for Darren Collison. And they double up Cousins. The pass to Bellinelli. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Los Angeles ball.
And as you mentioned with the Kings, they did shoot well on the road. Top 10 in the NBA in terms of road field goal percentage. And they actually shot threes better away from home as well. So the real question for them was on the defensive side of the ball.
Aldridge kicks to Crawford. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the rejection by Cousins. And they're able to recover. Los Angeles with another miss.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Again, the miss by the Kings. Now the dish to Crawford. Inside. Here's Smith. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a full.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 15. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. On the court right now for the Kings, McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Caspi is out there with Costa Koufos. And it's Collison in the point guard position. Crawford kicks to Aldridge. Smith for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
There's the feed to Casper. Crawford with the steal. Aldridge kicks to Crawford. To the middle. Kupis with the block. And they'll keep possession. To the middle. It's tipped. Aldridge the pass to Redick. Shot clock at 3. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Shooting for Los
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kupis. Bellinelli comes in for Caspi. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Timeout called by the Kings.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach. Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
And it's Paul penetrating. Passes it to Dawson. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Stevenson. And he jams it with authority.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
Here's Paul. Pulls it from 20. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Cousins. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Stevenson outside. Down low. Jordan dishes to Stevenson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Bellinelli. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And Curry subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Griffin. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Curry with the three. It's stolen. Now, here's Kufis, defended by Paul. To the right side. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Curry with another miss.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
This is to Paul. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Los Angeles foul called. Chris Paul. That's his second.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Seth Curry.
He's off on the second.
Kings foul call.
And Kosta Kufis picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And that's an intentional foul.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, you know, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing right now.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're losing by 16. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one falls for Paul. And Paul drills both of them. Got a piece of it. So the Clippers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in